I'm here in the beautiful Queen Adelaide Room in Adelaide Town Hall, and I'm with the Lord Mayor of this fair city, Lord Mayor Sandy Verschaw. Now, it's recently been refurbished.
Yes, we did it as part of our 175th anniversary celebrations, and we took it back to the original design, which was never completed when they built the hall.
Was it always the Queen Adelaide Room?
No, it was named the Queen Adelaide Room when Queen Elizabeth visited us in 1954. So before that, it was actually the Lady Mayoress's chambers, and before that, it was called the Exchange Room.
Queen Adelaide, what a remarkable woman.
Yeah, I'm so pleased to be in a city that's named after a woman. Of course, we celebrate her birthday every year, and we invite all of the Adelaides from Adelaide and from around the country to come and join us for a celebration. Yeah, and I had the oldest Adelaide join us this year, and she turned 101 on the day. It was absolutely gorgeous.
The thing I love about Queen Adelaide was that she was such a very generous woman. Here she is married to King William IV. He has 10 illegitimate children with his mistress, an Irish actress, and sadly they couldn't, the children that they had all died in infancy. So she raises these 10 children with the king.
She was extraordinary, and having gone through so many miscarriages herself.
That's right.
And Princess Charlotte, I think, was the only one that lasted to a toddler and then died. So,
sad.
But you know, her favourite niece was Queen Victoria. Well, Victoria, who later became the Queen. And I really talked about her spirit, actually, and her values, because she did so much work in England at the time, and that was the Great Reform period too. So around child labour and education and orphanages, and she spent a lot of, did a lot of charitable work and spent a lot of their funds in trying to actually look after the children in the country. This painting here was loaned to us from the Royal Collection in 1953, and this portrait was painted in 1849. Have you seen my secret window?
Can I have a look at your secret window?
So when they were doing up the building and the room, they left this little window to the past.
Ooh!
So this is the original, the original wall.
But interestingly, you've moved away so greatly from the, well, drab colours than this very, very vibrant, rich blue.
Yes, and they did actually spend a lot of time looking at the colours of the time period and what would work in terms of this room and paying real tribute to Queen Adelaide.
I'm so pleased you brought me into this room. I feel like I'm in the secret, sacred chamber. So this is the council chambers. What a magnificent room.
It is. This one wasn't part of the original hall. So the land from the hall was bought for 12 shillings. I love that.
I think even I could afford that.
And I think it cost £20,000 to build the original hall, which was designed by Edmund Wright and built by Thomas English, and they were both former Lord Mayors.
So when you're sitting in this room, some of the chairs are original from the 1880s.
They are. So this was added on in the early 80s, early 1880s, I think. I actually didn't realise till not so long ago that we were sitting in the original chairs, and I'm going to have to be very careful. That chair is the heaviest chair in Adelaide, I swear. So it's...
And that's your chair, Lord Mayor.
That's my chair.
It's a pretty impressive chair.
Yeah, so we make all the decisions for the city in this chamber, and has been the way for, 178 years.
There's a lot of gentlemen looking down on us.
There are. The forefathers and the great explorers. So lots of prominent South Australians here. But one very important woman, Queen Elizabeth II. So she graces our chamber with her presence every council meeting.
Well, we have Queen Elizabeth in the room. We have you in the room as the Lord Mayor, and we also have just visited Queen Adelaide. So I think there's some strong females in these halls.